Have you noticed that wealthy women have a different glow? It's not just the reflection of the jewelry, darling. Duchess Dollars here. And today I'm going to reveal the 12 secrets that separate women who live on a salary from those who live on dividends. If you're still splitting restaurant bills while I'm dividing my time between Paris and Aspen, pay attention. If I were you, I'd already leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Unless you want to continue buying counterfeit bags while I buy Louis Vuitton stocks. 1. Think like an investor, not a consumer. That feeling of walking into a luxury store and buying whatever you want? Divine, I know. But you know what's better? Owning the store. Wealthy women don't spend money, they invest it. When my Mr. Millionaire gave me my first unlimited platinum card instead of blowing it all on Louboutin shoes, I bought my first stocks. Of course, I bought the shoes too, but they were on sale. The difference between us and mere mortals is that we understand that money should work for us. Look at Paris Hilton. Many thought she was just a party socialite, but she transformed her name into a billion-dollar empire. She doesn't just spend, she multiplies. When you start seeing every purchase as a business decision, your mindset changes. That Hermes bag? It's not just an accessory, it's an asset that appreciates more than many properties. The number one rule is simple. Before buying something, ask if it will give you more money or just more things. Think like an owner, not a customer. This doesn't mean you can't have your luxuries. After all, what's the point of being rich if we can't show off a little? But show off with intelligence. 2. Your social circle defines your net worth. You've heard that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with? My agenda only has people who own private jets, not people who clean them. A friend of mine insisted on keeping her childhood friends, and today she's the only one in the group who doesn't check the price before buying. How embarrassing. Networking isn't just an annoying buzzword, it's an investment strategy. When I went golfing with my little dog Chanel, it wasn't just to show off, although I did that too. It was because I knew the president of an investment bank would be there. 3 martinis later, I got information about a startup that tripled my investment. Be strategic about who you let into your life. High-end charity events? Go. Golf lessons at the most exclusive club in town? Sign up. Your cousin's wedding who married a man with an economy car? Send flowers. If you want to level up, you need to be where the air is thin. And yes, it's easier to breathe up there when you have Cristal champagne to hydrate. 3. Learn the language of money. When I met Mr. Millionaire, he talked about EBITDA, and I thought it was a new handbag brand. Today, I can discuss hedge funds while getting my manicure. Money has its own language, and if you don't speak it, you're always asking for translation. Women are taught to be nice, not ambitious, to talk about feelings, not finances. That's a trap, darling. It was J.K. Rowling who said that understanding how money works is the first step to making more of it. And she went from broke to billionaire. Learning about investments, taxes, and wealth management isn't boring when you realize that each new term you learn can mean a new zero in your bank account. Start today. Swap a reality show for a finance podcast. Replace that sugary romance novel with a book about investments. Of course, you can still watch Emily in Paris, but maybe it's time to start thinking like Sylvie, not Emily. Financial vocabulary should be as natural to you as the names of Chanel bags. And believe me, it's much more useful in the long run. 4. Cultivate your image as a luxury asset. Do you think I naturally wake up looking like a magazine model? Of course not. Being rich is a full-time job. And image maintenance is an investment, not a vanity. Each beauty treatment, each impeccable outfit, each dazzling piece of jewelry is part of my portfolio of assets. Madonna understood this decades ago. She constantly reinvents herself, staying relevant and profitable. Your image isn't just your appearance, it's your personal brand. When I enter a room, people know who Duchess Dollars is before I even open my mouth. That has value, and value generates opportunities. Invest in yourself as you would in blue-chip stocks. A good stylist is worth more than a mediocre financial advisor. A top dentist who makes your smile perfect can open more doors than an MBA. And no, this isn't superficiality, it's strategy. In a world where perception often exceeds reality, your appearance and presence are currencies as valuable as the dollar. So, police your gestures, improve your accent, and never, ever be caught wearing polyester unless it's ironically. 5. Master the art of silent negotiation. Poor women beg for crumbs, middle-class women ask for discounts, but rich women, we command value without saying a word. Silent negotiation is when you enter a luxury store and the salespeople already know they need to impress you, not the other way around. Once in Milan, I entered an exclusive store where Melania Trump had bought a coat the day before. Without saying anything, I just looked at the manager and slightly raised my eyebrow. 15 minutes later, I was trying on pieces that weren't even in the showroom with champagne in hand. I didn't explicitly ask for any of this. My presence demanded it. This rule doesn't just apply to shopping. In business, often, whoever speaks first loses. Learn to use silence as your weapon. In meetings, make your proposal and then be quiet. The discomfort of silence will make the other party give in first. And when something doesn't meet your standards, be it a service, a proposal, or a suitor, a simple look should communicate everything. Remember, loud volume is for those who don't have natural authority. 6. Have sources of income, not just a salary. You don't see Rihanna depending only on concerts. She has Fenty Beauty, Savage X Fenty. Wealthy women understand that depending on a single monthly check is like having just one pair of Louboutins. Insufficient and risky. When Mr. Millionaire asked what I wanted for my birthday, I asked for a stake in a startup. Flowers wilt, stocks grow. Diversification isn't just for your investment portfolio, it's for your professional life too. Develop skills that can generate different streams of income. Consulting, real estate investments, company stakes, licensing your image. Think like a holding company, not like an employee. While the average woman is happy with a promotion, the wealthy woman creates a new business. While the average woman saves for a distant retirement, the wealthy woman builds an empire that works for her. The difference? Mindset. Do you want to work for money or do you want money to work for you? The answer defines whether you'll be eternally middle class or explosively rich. 7. Use the psychology of premium pricing. Why do some women always get the best prices while others are charged more? It's not a coincidence, it's strategy. If you always complain about prices, guess what? You'll attract low-value deals. If you treat everything as premium, including yourself, people will price their services and products accordingly. When I launched my first jewelry collection, I set prices 30% above the market. People questioned, but I maintained my composure. Result? Sold out in 3 days. The secret? Never act like you need to sell. Always act like you're doing a favor by allowing people to buy from you. The same logic applies when you're buying. Have you noticed how salespeople treat differently someone who asks, "How much is it?" from someone who says, "I'd like to see your most exclusive options"? Victoria Beckham doesn't become poor because she pays full price. She knows her time is worth more than the hours spent haggling. Saving pennies is a poverty mindset when you could be generating thousands. 8. Keep mystery about your finances. A golden rule of truly wealthy women. Never discuss specific numbers. When they ask me how much something I'm wearing costs, I respond with an enigmatic smile. It's an investment. Talking openly about money is for the nouveau riche, darling. It's like Cartier jewelry. The fakes have a very visible logo. The authentic ones are recognized without fanfare. Taylor Swift never reveals exactly how much she earns from her tours. We just know it's a fortune. Mystery creates value. If everyone knew exactly how much you have, how you earn, and how much you spend, you lose negotiating power and become vulnerable. When they ask me if I'm doing well in business, I just say I'm satisfied with the results. If they want to know how much my house cost, I comment that it was a good time to invest in real estate. Keep people guessing. This not only protects your finances, but also increases your aura of exclusivity. And for those building wealth, this aura can open doors that your current assets can't yet reach. 9. Learn the art of saying no with elegance. And the most powerful word in a wealthy woman's vocabulary isn't yes to opportunities, but no to distractions. When you become successful, everyone wants a piece of your time, energy, and of course, money. A poor woman says yes to please. A wealthy woman says no to thrive. I remember when an acquaintance asked me to invest in her revolutionary business of natural products. Instead of a simple no, I smiled and said, "How fascinating." At this moment, my portfolio is completely allocated in investments aligned with my 5-year strategic plan. I'm happy to connect you with some contacts who might be interested. Polite, precise, and impenetrable. Sophia Amoruso, founder of Nasty Gal, said that no is the new currency of power. When you stop trying to please everyone, you start building something meaningful. Practice saying no without excessive explanations. Unfortunately, it won't be possible is a complete sentence. Your priorities don't need to make sense to others, only to your bank statement. 10. Invest in exclusive experiences, not just objects. The poor buy things, the rich buy experiences that few can have. Any nouveau riche can buy a Birkin bag if she saves enough, but how many can say they had a private cooking class with a Michelin-starred chef in their Tuscan villa? Once, instead of buying another piece of jewelry, I invested in a private meeting with a fashion designer before the launch of her collection. Result? Not only did I get customized pieces, but also a friendship that opened doors to the high fashion world that money alone can't buy. Exclusive experiences aren't just for showing off, although, let's be honest, the Instagram photos are a delicious bonus. They build a social and cultural capital that differentiates the truly sophisticated from the merely wealthy. As Coco Chanel said, luxury is not the opposite of poverty, but of vulgarity. And nothing is more vulgar than confusing price with value. Investing in unique moments, privileged knowledge, and exclusive connections brings a type of wealth that doesn't appear on a bank statement, but that opens doors to multiply what's there. 11th, cultivate strategic detachment. Poor women cling, wealthy women let go. It seems contradictory, but detachment is one of the secret weapons of the truly rich. Whether it's an investment that's not performing, a relationship that doesn't add value, or a bag from last season's collection, knowing when to let go is as important as knowing when to acquire. A billionaire friend once told me, "Duchess, I don't make decisions based on what it cost, but on what it will cost if I keep it." She sold a mansion she loved because she realized the neighborhood was in decline before anyone noticed. 3 years later, prices plummeted, but she had already multiplied her investment in another location. Emotional attachment is a luxury of the poor. When you have abundance, you can see that nothing is irreplaceable, except time. Learn to make cold analyses. Is this relationship, investment, property, or habit taking me closer to my goals or keeping me stagnant? If the answer is the latter, cut without remorse. As Ariana Huffington said, "I learned to let go of everything that is not useful, beautiful, or joyful." And darling, that includes that friend who only talks about problems and never about opportunities. 12. Cultivate a global mindset, not a provincial one. The last rule, but perhaps the most transformative. Wealthy women think beyond borders. While the ordinary woman worries about rent in her city, the wealthy woman considers in which country she will have better return on investment, lower tax burden, and higher quality of life. When Mr. Millionaire suggested we invest in a property in the Caribbean, it wasn't just for the turquoise sea, but for the favorable tax structure. This isn't evasion, it's intelligent planning. The truly successful understand that the entire world is their playground and their market. Study other cultures, learn at least one language besides your own, preferably one used in financial centers, and understand how money flows globally. The most profitable opportunities are rarely in your backyard. As Estee Lauder said, "I don't know a successful woman who doesn't think internationally." Even if you don't yet have a passport full of stamps like mine, start thinking like a global citizen. Follow international business news, study how different economies work, and connect with people from various countries. The provincial asks, "How can I stand out here?" The sophisticated questions, "Where in the world can I prosper more?" And now, darling, are you ready to say goodbye to poverty? Because I just gave you the manual that's worth more than any Birkin bag. These 12 rules aren't just advice, they're the secret code that separates women who get rich from those who just dream about it. Let's quickly review what we learned today. Invest, not just consume. Surround yourself with high-value people. Master the language of money. Treat your image as an asset. Negotiate without words. Diversify your income sources. Adopt premium psychology. Keep mystery about your finances. Say no with elegance. Invest in exclusive experiences. Practice strategic detachment. And think globally. But darling, if you thought this video was enlightening, you urgently need to watch my video, 8 Habits of the Top 1% of Rich Women. Know why? Because knowing the rules is just the beginning. Without the daily habits that sustain this lifestyle, you'll just be one more with good intentions and an overdrawn account. And we both know that red only looks good on shoe soles, not on bank statements. If you really want to start your journey to wealth, leave your like right now, subscribe to the channel, and activate that notification bell. Each of my videos is like a stock that only appreciates with time. And if you really liked today's content, comment below, rich yes, fool never. So I know you're committed to your financial transformation. Oh, and don't forget to check the first pinned comment where I left links to products exclusively selected for women who understand that investing in yourself is the first step to wealth. This is Duchess Dollars, reminding you that being rich isn't just having money. It's having the mindset of someone who deserves to have it. Until the next video, stay elegant and rich, darling.